Hello YouTube, my name's Sean Connors and welcome back to the Outsiders programme. This is part 2 of my Challenge the Outsiders questions, and in this one we looked at Darth Sethany's question about Warhammer. How do you run Warhammer? Could you do a video on that? It would be too big a video, but what I can do, I've got in front of me here my Warhammer box. Now, very quickly, I'll turn it around properly. If I open this up, and hopefully the camera will pick up things, it's actually very well, everything in this box, and I'll try to move the camera a little here so you can see a little, I'll keep my face out of this for a moment. Everything in this box is very well organised. Underneath the top, all the cards are very well laid out. You might not be able to see it. I'll take my coins off the top here, and you can see that I've got a number of things that are ingoing here. Take those off. You can see all the cards are beautifully laid out. And in everything, I've got all my trays all very well organised. Everything is organised, and that's the key to running a very, very good Warhammer 3rd edition game. You have to be incredibly well organised, because if you're not, then it really quickly falls apart, and that's the point. I mean, you could talk about all the different beautiful rules that exist in the game, but the truth of the matter is it's organisation. I'd pick up a box like this is from like a Hobbycraft type store. Probably going to set you back about 12 or 14 actual pound. That's probably close to $20, $25, somewhere in that range, to get an organisational box that you're happy with, and it will keep all your cards and everything safe, so when you come to the game you're as organised as you can be. That is the best way to run Warhammer 3rd. I may come back and do some videos on Warhammer 3rd, but at the moment there's a lot of other topics roleplay wise I want to focus on. I can't really get into just one system. I've got to try and spread my effort across many systems, to be honest, because I think that's fair, and it's about looking at the overall GMing aspect of the game, because irrespective of the system, that's where I think we bring our greatest asset to the RPG community, is to talk about various things in that way. But thank you very much for the question. Where are we now? What else have we got? We also got a question about how do you deal with cohorts, companions, entourages, loyalists, summonees, roving bands of pilgrims, stalker fans for the PCs, when they're, in terms of players controlling multiple persona or GMs required to do the same, bookkeeping, combat reinforcements, swelling of the ranks. How do you handle all that? It's a great question, actually. Truth of the matter is that I don't worry about it. I make sure that the players know that, look, you can have any followers you want in the game. If you want to grow your followers list, that's fine. But every follower you have takes away experience points. Everybody that goes into a location with you as a group has got a problem, because really followers and entourages for high level play, really, isn't it? You get a fight, he starts to settle down, he builds a keep, a castle, he has people who come to him, he governs an area of land. It's for high level play. It's not really designed for any other level of game. The odd companion is fine, but even with companions, even an animal familiar that's going to be there in every fighting situation, they get shared experience points because they were there, they're involved. That way, it tends to keep that problem at bay, to be honest with you. And that is the only way I find of handling it. I don't let players just swell the ranks without any ramifications, otherwise it's pointless. You've got to have something that makes it fair, otherwise it's just, again, your challenges are all thrown out a lot of the time as well, because you'd have to balance the sheer number of players in the group, the sheer number of potential things. You've got to put more and more in, and it shouldn't be an arms race. It should feel like the players as a team working together to solve the problems. The odd creature here and there is perfectly acceptable, but loads of them, no. It would never happen, and the players would soon realise it, because when you're only going up a level in months because you've got like 25 creatures on your side, don't blame me. That's, it's fairly obvious why, guys, because you're going to have to give out a share. It's only right. So that those familiars, those companions, become far more than just pieces of paper. They actually have a meaningful part to them, which is also important, and they should have motives. And it's not just motives the players have. You as the GM should bring in some motives and motivation. So it's not straightforward that they're just absolute 100% loyal. Things can happen, and that's a good thing. So ramifications for actions is the best way forward. Well, anyway, I think that covers off all the questions. If there are any more, there is one more actually. I nearly forgot it actually. I probably have to break this video in half, go back and double check, because I do think there are just a few more questions that must be finished off. Anyway, I've been Sean Connors, this has been Outsiders, part 2 of my challenge Outsiders. We'll come back for part 3 in just a moment. Thank you.